Good morning, class 8 students. Uh, Today we will be starting with a new chapter. As I told you in yesterday's video, that we would be starting with a new chapter for revision today. And you see, children, that in the last video 6 we had seen the balancing of chemical equation. We had studied about the drawbacks or limitations of writing chemical equations. We had also learnt about how the drawbacks can be removed from chemical equations in the last video 6. Today in video 1 for revision we have taken matter and its composition. Now children, what is matter? It can be defined as anything which occupies space. So first of all children, what does matter occupy? Space. For example, anything occupies space. If we take this box, then this box, it occupies space, and it has mass, it has some weight, so it has mass, and it can be judged by one or more of our 5 physical senses. Like we can touch it, we can sense it by touching it. So this is how we can see that matter can be defined as anything which occupies space and has mass and can be judged by one or more of the 5 physical senses. Let us together revise, children, some examples of matter. It can be book, it can be pen, it can be water, can be milk, rocks or minerals, oxygen, hydrogen, etc. All these are examples of matter. And we see what are the characteristics of matter. Here, the various characteristics of matter is it has mass. We saw that in this, that this has got certain weight, or it has a mass, and it occupies volume. That means it occupies a certain place or a volume. Then it can be perceived or felt by physical senses. We can feel it by touching, or we can see it with our eyes. So it can be perceived or it can be felt by our physical senses. What is not regarded as matter, children? For example, heat is not regarded as matter. We cannot touch heat. Sound is not regarded as matter. Magnetism, love, hate, shadow of people, etc., these are not regarded as matter, because neither they have mass nor they occupy any space. The shadow, it has got no mass. Sound, it has no mass. And heat, it has no mass. And neither can these values occupy any space. So these are regarded as not matter. Then let us see certain states of matter, children. For example, on this page you can see that matter is in 3 states, which is solid, liquid and vapor. It is found in 3 states, and the substances, all that are found in the universe, fall in one of these states. Either there are substances in this universe which are solid, there are substances which are liquid, or there are substances which are gaseous, or they are vapor. The matter can either be solid, liquid and gas, and these forms are called the 3 physical states of matter. And these physical states of matter can interchange on heating or on cooling. For example, if we take solid ice, and on melting that ice by applying heat, that ice changes into liquid water, and on heating that liquid water further, it can be changed into vapor, water vapor. Likewise, if we condense water vapor, we cool it down, then the water vapor changes into liquid, children. And further, if we put the water liquid in the freezer, in a fridge, in a refrigerator, then it turns into solid ice. So we see that these states of matter are interchangeable. The solid is defined as a state of matter which has a definite shape. Anything solid, it has got a definite shape. Like this one has got a rectangular box-like shape. So it is defined as a matter which has definite shape. It has the size and the volume and the mass. So every solid has got a definite shape, its size, volume, and its mass. So we can see here different solids. Then we see that any liquid, children, liquid is defined as that form of matter which has definite mass. Any liquid, it has got a definite mass. But we see that the volume only changes according to the container in which the liquid is filled. The container can be of different shapes. For example, a liquid can be filled in the beaker, then the beaker liquid can be transferred onto this flask, conical flask. So the liquid will take the shape of this flask, and when the water is poured into this round bottomed flask, then the liquid will take the shape of this flask. So it has got a definite mass, weight and volume, but it has not got a definite shape. Then we see as we come to gases, they are far apart. They have molecules that are far apart. And the gas is defined as that form of matter which has neither definite shape nor it has definite volume, but it has a definite mass. The weight of the gas can be measured, but it has got neither definite shape nor definite volume. Then we see the kinetic theory of matter, children. The three different states of matter, as we saw, are solid, liquid, and gas. The three main characteristics of the kinetic theory of matter is that all matter is made up of large number of extremely small particles which are called molecules. Sometimes these can be called as atoms or ions. So here we see solids are made of molecules. The molecules are always in a state of constant, rapid, random motion. The molecules are moving all the time. So they are in a state of rapid, random motion in all possible directions. These molecules are moving in all possible directions. And due to their motion or due to their movement and the mass, the molecules, they possess kinetic energy. They possess the energy to move from one place to another. So this is what we see. There are attractive forces between the molecules. The attractive forces between the molecules of same kind are called cohesive forces. When the molecules are of the same kind, then the attractive forces between such molecules are called cohesive forces. But when the attractive forces are there between molecules of different kinds, those forces are called as adhesive forces. When the attractive forces between the molecules of different kind are there, then they are called as adhesive forces. Then we see that the kinetic energy of molecules increases with the increase in temperature. If we continue to make the temperature rise, then we see that the kinetic energy or the speed of the movement of the molecules will also increase with the increase in temperature. Higher the temperature, higher would be the speed of movement of molecules. As the distance between the molecules increases, the magnitude of attractive forces between the molecules decreases. So if we continue to heat the solid, then more distance comes between the molecules of the solid and it changes into liquid. And further, when we heat the liquid, then we see that there are more intermolecular spaces that come between the molecules and the liquid changes into gas. Now let us see some distinction between the three different states of matter. What is the difference or the characteristics that make liquid, solid and gases as different states? First of all, let us take the characteristics of solids. We see that solid has a definite mass. The weight of solid is definite. We saw that the volume also is definite. The shape of solid is also definite. The particles in a solid are closely packed. As you can see here, they are very, very closely packed here. And the empty spaces between them are negligible. There are hardly any intermolecular spaces between the molecules of the solid. Then we see that the solids are rigid. The solids, they cannot move. They are at one place. They are unmovable. And solids do not undergo a change in shape easily. We cannot change a solid easily. The shape that is given to a solid is definite. We cannot change the shape of a solid easily. Then we see that there are large attractive forces between the molecules in a solid. The solids also have heavy densities, like you can see iron, you can see gold. All these are heavy. Solids have heavy density. The solids do not show the property of diffusion. They cannot mix with other things, so they cannot diffuse. Diffusion means mixing with another substance, but the solids, they do not show diffusion. Then let us see the characteristics of a liquid, children. When we see the characteristics of a liquid, children, we see that the liquid has got definite mass. Any liquid will have got a definite mass and a definite volume, but not definite shape. The shape changes according to the vessel in which the liquids are kept. A liquid can take shape of its container, as we saw here. Liquids have only one free surface. This is surface at the top. Only one free surface it has got. The vacant spaces between the molecules of a liquid. Do you see the vacant spaces? Here are vacant spaces. There are loosely packed molecules of a solid, and they are the spaces are more in a liquid. Liquids have lower density, or the liquids they are lower in density. They are not having molecules very close to each other. Therefore, liquids have lower densities as compared to solids. Then we see the attractive forces between the molecules of a liquid state are lesser than the solids. We saw that in the solids, the attraction between the molecules was much more. But in liquids, we see that the attraction between the molecules of liquid is lesser than in solids. Then on heating, we see that its molecules, they move apart, and hence the liquids, they expand on heating. Like when we heat a liquid water, it changes into vapor. So we see the liquids, they expand on heating. Then we see the liquids show the property of diffusion. Here we see when an ink color is mixed in this beaker, then this ink slowly diffuses into the whole of water. So liquids, they show the property of diffusion. So in the next video, children, we will study about the characteristics of gases and about many other characteristics of matter. So we will close this video here itself, and we have revised up to the characteristics of liquid state. So wish you all the best, children. Have a good day. Thank you.